In this video training, we will review the PDBP Data Management Resource, or DMR's Query Tool module. The Query Tool module is a data informatics program within the DMR which enables researchers who are using the DMR to search datasets collected across PDBP projects and other NINDS-funded Parkinson's disease clinical studies. The Query Tool allows searches to be done across studies, clinical forms, and/or data elements. Query Tool Module Learning Objectives. The basics of the Query Tool: navigation, user interface, and controls. How to search data using studies in the DMR, form structures, data elements, and defined queries. Filtering, sorting, and analyzing data. Performing joins, and exporting data via the system's download tool. Query Tool Module Business Rules. Users must have an active DMR account with permissions to the Query Tool module. Data in the Query Tool is derived from proforms. For data to be available in the Query Tool, forms and proforms must be locked. Data collected through proforms is not available in the Query Tool until the next business day via the system's RDF-Gen process, which runs on a nightly basis. Access to datasets will return your submissions to the data repository and those that are shared. To access the DMR Query Tool, log into the DMR. From the main portal workspace, you can access the Query Tool module by clicking the Query Tool icon or clicking Query in the primary navigation bar. The default Query Tool interface is organized in two primary sections. The left window allows for data search and filter functionality. The right window displays return search and filtered results. In the Data Search and Filter section, you can search data by study, form structure name, data elements, or previously saved and/or shared queries. Filtering by form will display any DMR studies that have used the form structure in the results window. Filtering by study or multiple studies will return form structures in the results window. Filtering data by data elements allows you to select a single or multiple data element. Form structures that contain the selected data elements will be returned in the results window. Defined queries are previously saved queries that you have created or that have been shared with you by another researcher. For this training, we will search and filter our data using the biorepository PDBP Biosample Catalog and the PDBP MDS UPDRS form structures. Under the Studies tab, you can individually select each form that you want to query. Alternatively, under the Forms tab, you can search for forms using the search box or scroll through the return results and manually select each form you want to query. From the results window, select the form structure that you want to review by clicking either the plus sign next to the study name or the shopping cart icon. The plus sign will expand to show all studies that have used the form for data collection. Clicking the shopping cart icon will expand and automatically select all studies that have used the form structure. If you want to select specific studies, click the plus sign and then individually click the shopping cart icon next to the study name. Once you have selected your forms and/or studies, click the Refine Data tab in the Search and Filter window to review the data. All of the form structures previously selected will appear under the Data Cart label. Drag and drop a single form or up to 3 forms into the form join table. If you want to view the data for a single form structure, simply double-click the form structure. All data associated with the form structure will appear in the data table view. If you want to view data from more than one form, drag and drop a form into the join window, one at a time, making sure the primary data set you want to query is listed first. Form data will be displayed in order of how you organize your forms in the join window. There is a primary, secondary, and tertiary sequence, with the primary form structure data being displayed first in the data table view. Click Join. By default, the query tool joins forms using the GUID, which will appear as the first column in the data table. Now that the join has occurred, you can further filter and analyze the data directly in the query tool. Each column has specific controls that allow you to better organize the data. Sort the data using the up-down arrow icon. Click the hamburger menu to hide the column. Access additional details about the data element. Or apply a filter. On the visit type data element, we can apply a filter to only show specific visit types. Once a filter is applied, the filter criteria will be available in the bottom left window. From here, we can select specific permissible values or visit types. I will filter to only show baseline and 12-month visit types. Click Apply Filter to see updated records in the data table view. The data returned should only display records where the visit type is equal to baseline and/or 12 months. You can apply more than one filter on the dataset. Repeat the steps on any all columns you wish to filter. For this training, we will further filter the data based on biospecimen type to only show CSF and DNA biosamples. Once the filter is applied, select the permissible value or biospecimen type and click Apply Filter. Because our query includes data from multiple forms via the form join, I can apply a filter to the MDS UPDRS portion of data. I will further filter the data set using the MDS UPDRS total score. This data element is a free form entry, so the filter criteria will allow for a range to be selected based on the defined minimum and maximum input values. Select the score range you wish to filter the data by. Click Apply Filters. Based on the 3 filters I've applied, the data returned in the data table view should only include records with a visit type equal to baseline and/or 12 months, CSF and DNA biospecimens, and subjects with an MDS UPDRS score between 50 and 100. To remove and/or clear your filters, simply click the X for each filter applied in the lower left-hand window. Now that the data is filtered, you can download the filtered data via a CSV file or flattened CSV file for further analysis. A flattened CSV file converts rows of data with repeatable groups into single records with extra columns to account for repeatable values. Alternatively, you can also choose to download the entire joint dataset via CSV file for offline analysis by clearing all filters applied and returning the dataset to its original record total. To download the filtered or unfiltered data, hover your cursor over the Download Options dropdown and select Download to Queue. Input a name for the dataset and click either Save as CSV or Save as Flattened CSV. Your query will be added to the download queue, which can be accessed by clicking Check the Download Queue hyperlink in the window or by accessing the download tool through the Data Repository module. You should receive a confirmation email from PDBP Ops indicating that the data is ready for download. This concludes the Query Tool module training video. For additional information on how to use the Query Tool, please visit the PDBP website at pdbp.ninds.nih.gov or access the Query Tool user guide available in the Data Management resource.